All right. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for attending my talk today. I'll be doing a little bit of a workshop on what is new in XI 2026. We'll be going over dashboards. If you guys were at my presentation earlier, you've seen some about it. Now we're going to be doing a more interactive live demo of building dashboards and talking about the benefits of using our new dashboard system in your XI instance. So, those of you who attended my presentation this morning, you already know me, but for those of you who don't, my name is Zachary Robinson. I am a junior developer here at Nagios. I started 9 months ago as an intern. After that 6-month internship period ended, I was hired on as a junior developer. And on top of that, I am a student at the University of Minnesota in my last year, kind of wrapping up my education before I get fully integrated into the working world. So we'll be talking about what's new in XI 2026, go into what we can do with dashboards in Nagios XI, talk about why use dashboards. Then we'll do a little live demo where I'll build a dashboard with a limited set of hosts that I had set up on my development machine. And we'll take questions from there. So, what is new in Nagios XI 2026? Those of you who are at my morning presentation have seen this brand new homepage for the Neptune theme. This is designed to show all of you easily and simply if things are going wrong, what exactly is happening, and what you can do to resolve it. So we have these colored cells whenever an issue arises, like I have one down host, one problem, all of these services with issues that need to be diagnosed and resolved. You can click on any of these cells to go to the status page to know exactly what you need to do. And on top of that, on the home page, we have this tree map here. This tree map is a very new, very interesting way to visualize your entire network infrastructure. The way that it works is it will create a cell for each host that you've created in your XI instance, and then size it based on the number of services. And each cell will be colored depending on the status of that host. So if any of these were down, it would turn red. You can click on any of the nodes inside of this tree map to go straight to that host's individual page, allowing you straight from the home page to see an issue with any individual host or service on your XI instance. It's super quick and super simple to visualize if anything is going wrong. We also have smart dashboards. Tomorrow, me, Jack, and Coleman, who are up front here, are going to be giving a presentation going fully in-depth into everything that our smart dashboard system has to offer. But in short, smart dashboards are a brand new dashboard system that work alongside the existing, what it's now called legacy dashboards, to visualize your monitoring data. We have brand new dashlets like charts and graphs, and you can see a few of them up here. We've made things like scaling and moving dashlets much smoother. Things like overlapping dashlets will now move other elements out of the way, making it easier for you to know what's on your dashboard when you add it, as you see right there. We think it's pretty sweet. We think it's the experience of adding to and maintaining your dashboards is very smooth under the system. We're super excited for you guys to delve deep into it as you update your systems, as you see our presentation tomorrow. We think it's pretty sweet. So, what can we do with dashboards? I touched a little bit on this, but the main benefits of dashboards in Nagios XI is visualizing your monitoring data. We have a whole set of dashlets that allow you to get things like performance data for your hosts and services, status counts, Things like our tree map dashlet that allows you to see status of all of your hosts or all of your services, filter that down by host groups or individual hosts, so you have that granularity of showing exactly what you want on your dashboard when you want it. It's also very good for creating overviews for important data. For example, one could create a dashboard that would monitor all of the necessary information for ensuring that their main website is up and running smooth as possible. Another thing that's super important is live updates. Many of our customers like to create dashboards that are put up on a big knock screen that will be constantly displaying monitoring information. With our new dashboard system, we've made sure that live updates are as smooth and as frequent as we can possibly make them. So you can choose a refresh interval all the way up to 10 seconds, or once every 10 seconds, it'll refresh all of your dashlets. So you know that the data that you're seeing on your dashboard is as current as we can possibly deliver. Another thing that's super important is seeing historical monitoring data. Things like our area chart graphs that we have here are super important in seeing trends that build over time with your system. You can have it go from the past 4 hours of monitoring data all the way up to the past 365 days. So if there's any patterns that arise before downtime, for example, it makes it much easier to, at a glance, figure out what exactly is going wrong and when it is going wrong on your network. It makes it super nice for diagnosing problems in retrospect. So, why use our dashboards? It's super nice to have dashboards up and running so you can stay up to date on problems with those with that live updating feature. This is super helpful if you have it up on a knock screen like we were talking about, or you can configure dashboards that are more interactive with things like our tree map dashlet that allow you to know when things are going wrong. You can click on a given cell and go to pages that will allow you to diagnose and resolve issues. Fast and easy access to status information. As I said, you can really customize your dashboard to show what type of data you think is most important. And of course, it's the easiest way to see historical monitoring data. So as I move over to the live demo, if we have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to shout them out now. Upon updating to Nagios XI 2026, you'll see the following smart dashboards that come pre-configured on your XI instance. We have localhost here. This shows a lot of statistics for the just the server itself. So we have like performance information, load, memory usage, all those great things, ready, pre-configured. We also have one created for your Linux servers host group. This one, upon update, will automatically populate with dashlets that are relevant to things on the default Linux servers host group that comes prepackaged with XI. And then this one's for the website's host group. But instead of looking at these ones, let's make a brand new dashboard from the beginning. We'll call this one New NWC Dashboard. So when you create it, you'll get a blank dashboard here. We can go ahead and add some dashlets. I always like to start off with graphs. For this one, I'm going to choose my vWorker. This is a machine that I have set up on our network that I do a lot of development work off of. So something that's super important in that is getting memory usage. And I always like to filter it down to %. I'll stay at the default last 24 hours. And just like that, we have a graph here on our dashboard. As you can see, it scales nice and easily to any size that you throw at it, and it'll snap into place. Another one that I love to add are our gauges. This one will also be for some statistics on our vWorker. We'll do disk for this one. So I'll select vWorker. For the service, I'll do disk usage on C. Used, it'll give you a suggested maximum value. I usually like to go a little bit higher than that. So we'll do 512 gigabytes. And as we see here, this one will fill up as my disk usage goes up on my vWorker. So I have 208 gigabytes used out of that 512. Makes it super easy to know when I'm coming up on my maximum. But as you may have noticed, adding individual dashlets takes a little bit of time. So we've created a new tool. I say we, it was Coleman. This is super awesome. It's called the Smart Dashboard Wizard. So what this does is it allows you to choose a template here. I'll choose specific host. I'll choose my vWorker, and we'll make it global. Why not? And what this does is it automatically generates a dashboard based on this specific host with things like a status tree map, a pie chart to see all of my up, down, and OK warning and critical services on my vWorker, and a whole bunch of graphs to visualize all that data I need. This makes it super quick and super easy to get visualizing our data at a moment's notice. I'm super proud of how this came out. Coleman, you did a great job with this. Do we have any questions regarding these dashboards? Yes.
Can you change this, like with the have a drop down and have it click to different hosts?
Oh, sorry?
One dashboard and then select a host?
So the way that it's set up right now is if you wanted to do different hosts, it would be a different dashboard per host. So we could do, for example, I think I have google.com on here. We can do specific host. Google, you can call this Google. And now we have a very similar dashboard for this host. Does that answer your question? Do we have any further questions? Yes. So the way we currently do that is you have a template for a specific host group. I do think my host groups have one host on them, so it's not going to be the most useful dashboard compared to a singular host, but we can go ahead and show that here. Host group, and component error. The wonders of a live demo. That's something we'll have to look at after this presentation. But yeah, if I had more hosts on here, it would automatically populate it with dashlets pertaining to each individual host. Yes?
Does that dynamically update as you add and remove hosts?
I think it's only at the moment that you create it. Coleman?
No, it gets the live service group, host group, whatever's in there.
So I think what he's asking is, if I added a new host to my host group afterwards, would it add new dashlets?
It would add new dashes, but it'll show up in your
Oh, gotcha. There we go. Do we have any other questions? If not, without further ado, we do have at each of your desks links to a XI demo instance that we have set up for you guys. You can break it. We'll fix it up for you as many times as you like. And if you guys are looking to try out our new dashboards, feel free to do so. We'll be here to answer any questions that you have. Other than that, we'll all be available. Thank you.
We just watched a presentation from the 2025 Nagios World Conference. If you'd like to learn more about future conferences, go to nagios.com/conference. So many things happen here in person, and we would love it if you visited our headquarters in St. Paul, Minnesota. While you're on our channel, why don't you go ahead and subscribe? So much Nagios content is constantly being created. Thanks for watching.